Hello and welcome. Hey, if you're new to the channel, the first time you're stopping by, thank you so much for taking some of your time out to view. If you go, I would always ask that you consider subscribing. If you do, ring that bell down there so you're notified when the videos will come out. Yes, this is live, but this is for future when people may click on it to watch it. So this is my quick update. I am finishing up a few little details here at the house, and I start packing tonight because I want to leave sometime tomorrow morning. So I'm just going to give you an overview of what I have done. I am outside. This is where it started first. It's bright. So all new plants we planted the first week. Painted all this. Took the door off. Painted it. Painted the trim. Painted all this porch. Same thing on this side. Pulled all the old plants out. Redid all this planting. Put all the mulch in and stuff. Painted all this. Took that door off, repainted it. Took this door off, repainted it. Took the old ceiling fan out, and it had a piece of wood up there. Put the nice decorative gusset, whatever you want to call it up there. I forget what they call those. Put a new fan in here with an LED light. Got that done. Painted all the ceiling. Painted all this, two-toned the molding so it looks nice. Got all this painted. That was literally the first week here because we went to the nursery and did a bunch of run-around stuff, getting supplies. So that took a week out of my time right there. And I was only going to be here for 3 weeks. But the best laid plans never happen the way you want them to. So inside, the very first room I started on was the front bedroom. Move her picture out of the way. They did a patchwork here at one time. When I pulled off the old base molding, we saw termite droppings. I did that video on that, kind of showed you, but this is over everything now. So I tore this whole big section out from here to about here out. And yeah, there was active termites, so I had to redo some of the studding, the 2x4 stuff down there, re-secure that in there. Once it was treated for all of the termites, I closed it back up. Then the work began. There was a border all along here, all around the bottom, and there was a border up top, wallpaper. So I had to get a steamer, take all the wallpaper off. Once that was off, because there was a line here, and this, I don't know if you can see, I don't know if you can see this or not. You see the texture? Slap texture. Never done that before. I got a video of that coming out because when I did a live earlier, I did it. It worked. It came out. I was really happy about it. So what I had to do was I had to put plaster. I put about a 1.5 foot wide skim coat of mud on here, and then got the little brush and slapped it. Took care of that. Otherwise, I painted this section of it, and you could see the line there from where they had the wallpaper, so it wasn't working. Needed to blend, needed to look nice. So I had to go through all that. This room was almost a week by itself. It was terrible. They had damage down here. I replaced this, fixed this wood on down here. Had to replace that and fix that because of the termite damage. All new base molding, painted, caulked the top of it so there's no gaps because the walls are kind of wavy. They're not really straight. Coping saw did the edges. I'll show you another spot. So I have really good joints. Painted this, hung the light. I think that's it. So this was almost a week by itself in this room because of all the work I had to do trying to blend the texture in so you don't, there was no, you couldn't tell anything, you know, blend it really, so it looked really nice. I actually painted it, you still could see it. I had to go over one wall twice, recoating it, re-slapping it to get the texture, to get rid of the line there. It was just a pain in the butt. Finally was able to call this room, took the doors off, repainted them. I'm really strange when it comes to hinges. I don't like it when people paint over the hinges. It gets all clunky and looks crappy. So I stripped all the hinges, took the doors off, stripped all the hinges. These I didn't repaint because you don't see them. They're not in the hall, you know, door shut. You don't see it. New hardware, and the old hardware that were smaller diameter, so I had to get a jig, which is a video coming out, a jig I got from Home Depot, to bore this bigger and bore these hole bigger, so this new updated hardware will fit. Put a stopper on it because this door, there's no way to stop it. This is a weird design. This door actually should have been facing the other way. It's little things in this house. Okay, we get to the hallway now. Painted all the crown molding. Took this door off, stripped it, painted. Stripped these down, repainted them white because you see them, so they blend. Same thing, had to bore it out, get a bigger, where my thing go? Bore this out to let the new ones fit. Painted all this. And you'll see joints are very smooth. This one I had to notch so it fit in here. So all new baseboard in the hall. Painted all the crown molding, painted all entries, every arch door thing, everything. Painted this to the attic, so it's clean. So I took about 4 days on that. Finally, that was checked off, all done. And of course, I always caulk all the molding so it blends real nice, so it's smooth, you don't see no gaps, no nothing. Didn't touch the bathroom except today I bought some paint. I'm going to paint the base molding just in here. That's all I'm going to do with that. Let's go in this room. Next big room was the TV room. That's this one. There's all kinds of decorations up here. I had to take them off. All the furniture was left in here, so I had to move it just so I could work on one wall, move it, work on the other wall, move it. I feel like I was dancing, square dance. I was moving all these things just so I could get to each wall. Pain. Painted all this, caulked up there because there was gaps. The end cap things, decorative things here, there was gaps on the side, caulked that to seal it up, repainted all this. This wasn't painted, painted this, repainted that, painted all the top and bottom gray. Again, did all the base molding, caulked it, smooth. I think that was it in this room. And those little tabs you see up there are numbers because she had lattice work up there, and I think it looks better, cleaner without it up there. It just makes it smoother looking. But she was, I kind of like it. Like, well, when I leave, you want to put it up, you can, but I think it looks better. So that's the only reason I'm leaving the numbers up there in case she wants to put it back up. And she was talking like she wanted to take them outside because it's kind of yellow because they've been faded. Spray painting them white. It's like, just don't put them up. It looks better this way. It looks cleaner. But her choice, her house, it's going to be sold. So I think you just need to keep it clean. You're not decorating it for yourself. You're just trying to make it look nice, because when people come in here and they see that and they see lattice work, they don't like it. Like, oh, we got to tear all this down. We got to do this. Versus they come in looking like, oh, I think I can put that up there. I can mount that up there. Oh, there's things I can do. You want them to be able to do things. You don't want to come in and start checklisting. Oh, we got to take this down. We got to repair this. We got to replace that. You don't want that. You want it to be presentable and, like I say, an open palette so they can do what they want. Just want to make it clean. Now, the other thing, this was 2 days. I did all the baseboard. It took 2 days to cut them. Pain in the butt. The hallway. Had to cut, always got to cut in the ceiling. Paint all this. Took this door off. Repainted it. Stripped the hinges. Repainted them white so it looks clean. Same thing. Had to redo all the holes for the hardware because they were too small. Bore them bigger with that jig. Review coming up. But the angles are driving me nuts. This one I think it was 19 degrees. This one was 20. I think it was 20. This one, 31 3/4. This angle one was 15 degrees. I mean, it was just driving me nuts. I had a piece probably about 1.5 feet long. I was doing different angles till I got them to meet properly at each corner. It was, oh my gosh, what a pain. And like I said, these are 90 straight sit in it. Then I coped this in to fit in. See how nice? That's a good fit right there. You caulk the top, it looks so smooth. That's the way you do it. You gotta make good, smooth looking molding, base molding, crown molding. You gotta do that stuff to make it look nice. Painted all that, painted the door entry, painted this door entry. Now we go into the kitchen. Oh, you know what? Almost forgot. Let me go back in the front room. House settled when they bought it many years ago, and there were major cracks. I almost forgot. The first front bedroom, there was a huge crack. I'm talking almost a 1/4 inch gap going up here. I had to repatch that, do it right, and then of course there's a slap texture, so it blended in. So now there's no indication there's anything there. It's done right. It looks good. That was one crack. Okay, now we go into the kitchen. This is my next big one. All wallpaper. I really wanted to take it down. Don't have the time, and I think at least texturing it would have made it look nice, but it's very flat, very smooth. Still came out good. So, painted all the entry, all the base molding. This base molding was in the kitchen already. I didn't have to do that. Painted the windowsills, everything all new. Painted the door trim. Again, I had that door taken off, repainted all this. So this was all taped up, repainted all that nice. Down there, up and around, all around this. Pulled out the refrigerator. I hate when people do things half-assed. Pulled this out, paint all behind that, all the base molding. All this is painted, so. And the ceiling, because this was redone, so I had to repaint the ceiling. I think 2 days on this, it was done. And then another patch repair from house settling. This is the formal dining room. There was 2 huge cracks. I think one was about here, and the other one, I think was over here somewhere. I forget. Same thing, had a like a maybe 1/8 inch gap. So I cut it out real good, filled it in, did it right, slapped, did all this texture coat, slapped it. So now you can't even see. Blends in real nice. On the opposite wall, oh, just got stuck. Same thing up here. Had 2 big cracks up here. Fixed those, painted it, installed the new blinds. Getting down to the end, man, I was like, I can see the light. I'm almost done. Get out of here. So got this done. The last thing I had to work on is the master bedroom. Hall's this down, yeah. So there was 2, 4, 5 cracks so far I had to fix. Now the second middle bedroom I couldn't touch. Full of stuff, didn't get a chance in here, but you can see this isn't as bad. It's a small crack. You can see that up there, it's a little crack. That's small compared to the other ones. The other ones had an 1/8 inch gap, and one of them had a 1/4 inch gap. You know, pretty good size. And I think they got a patch down here when they took out the landline plug. They got rid of all the landlines. I didn't touch this room at all. Didn't have time. Here's sirens. Anyway, we're in the master bedroom. One of the last things I did, again, I took the door off, repainted it, repainted the hinges, painted all this. And there was a line, a border up there of wallpaper that came off. For some reason, there wasn't any texture behind it, so I don't know what I had to do because I didn't have time to go through this whole room and plaster it and slap it. I sanded it smooth, so it went from texture to go smooth. You can see it a little bit, but right there it goes smooth, and it goes flat. There's no texture. but from a distance, it blends in real nice. So I had to sand that. That was 2 days in here, sanding all this, repainting it. So all the top, painted all this, painted the sill down here, cleaned them up. There was some damage. I had to patch it, sand it. They had patched, took out the thing for the, oh my God, took out the thing for the landline, repatched that, so that's, you don't see that there. And also had another one here, so I had patched that. And almost forgot, I put a new faucet in the kitchen too. In the bathroom, I'm finishing up today, but I put in new faucets on both sinks. Down here, there was a little bit of water damage, so I fixed that and put these tile down in here, caulked all this, put in brand new quarter turn water supply valves and new lines, so that's all been updated. The shower, someone had put caulking down there. I mean, it's about inch thick, just caked it on there. Took all that off. There was some molding, bleached it. This has been fanned, blowing this for like 2 days, getting it really, really dry. And I put new caulking in down there. Looks better, except it's a little bit brighter than the tile, but can't get everything perfect. And then in this room, in the closet, there was a hole here, because this is where the access, you had like a jacuzzi tub in there, and it had a little hot water on demand thing sitting right here. I don't know. Took that all out, patched this. This molding was broke, but I took the molding from the other room. I'm gonna put the new base molding in. Used a piece in here, cut it to fit. Took care of that, and there was all the stuff was missing here, so I filled that in with caulking. So that's clean, that's fixed. This was here hanging, drilled a hole, rerouted the wire up here, mounted this up here. So now that wall is done. I mean, a lot of stinking work. Something like that. Yeah, I think that's about it. That's all. So, like I said, the last thing I'm gonna do, since that's caulked to drying, I'm gonna start painting the baseboard in the other bathroom, and that's it. So basically, one door I didn't get a chance to take off and paint, and some little stuff. They can come in, and she was wanting maybe do the outlets, but I don't have time to replace all the outlets, updated so they're not, because a lot of them have paint over them when they painted. It's like, God, people just don't take the time to put a little tape over stuff, man. Just very, very simple. Saves a lot in the end. But that's everything I've done. So I'm going to paint that bathroom. Then I'm going to start packing, get my stuff in my car, go through my tools, reorganize them, get everything situated, make sure I don't leave anything here. And then I can leave tomorrow and head home after 5 weeks. Tell you, it started out just to be 3 weeks and went to 4, and then it's like, there's no way, man. I could actually stay another week to do little stuff to get it all 100% looking nice. But for the most part, the outside looks clean. It's fresh, updated, very bright, clean looking, nice looking. That's 5 works a week. Five works a week. So yes, I need to go home. 5 weeks of work by myself. I'm doing it all. I don't have no help, so I'm doing it all by myself. Have to move stuff, paint a little bit, move this, paint a little bit more. That's what killed me in time. I needed rooms emptied, and I didn't. But got to work around it. Got to help family out. So now, unfortunately, I have probably a good 5-6 videos that I can edit once I get home. But when I get home, hopefully I'll be home by Wednesday. It's like Tuesday, Wednesday. I should be home by Wednesday if I want to maybe take a break, just lay over somewhere, get a good night's rest. Thursday morning, but still it should be home no later than Thursday. I do a few things, unpack, get ready, and then I fly out again Saturday to go up to Washington I gotta help I gotta do something. I gotta go up to see my father-in-law in Washington. So I go up there Saturday. I should be back by Wednesday. Then I think I get to relax. I, I hope nothing else comes up because, man, I got a lot to do. I got Home Depot's been calling me because I have orders that came in. I say, I know I only planned on being away 3 weeks. It's been 5 weeks. I know. Just don't send the stuff back. I'll be there next week to pick it up. So I got stuff that they're calling me, pick it up, pick it up. I'm trying. So I just pray my little car makes it back home. Everything's good, and I can call this done. So that's what I've been doing the last 5 weeks. I haven't put up much, but I've been so busy. When my aunt left to go on vacation, they went on a cruise for a week with my cousins, her daughters and son. So when she was gone, I didn't have to worry about keeping her up or disturbing her in the morning when she was still sleeping. I basically had to wait till she got up so I could do something. And then I didn't want to stay up real late because she didn't want to go to bed. I didn't want to disturb her. So when she was gone, I was actually midnight, 1 o'clock, and a couple of nights, I think I was at 3 o'clock in the morning, just getting the painting. The painting is what took a long time. All the detail, all the baseboard, trim work, all that stuff. That took a lot of time. So I see the light. I'm getting ready. I'm starting to unwind. I said I got that bathroom to do, and that's going to be it. And then I cruise. I'll since I'm not in a rush to get here to get working, I can probably go live a few times. And I said I don't know how much I'm going to push myself to drive back. I got here within like 26 hours. It's a 20 or 21 hour drive, but that's at the speed limit, posted speed limit, and my car older. I didn't want to push it, so I kept it at 65 all the way. So that's why it took a couple hours. I think it was like 3 hours longer to drive doing that versus when I got out of California and Arizona. I was doing 70 and 75. I think some places were even 80. But I'm just cruising at 65. People, phew, phew, phew. I know they're looking at me going, stupid ass California, and get your button gear drive. I don't know, but my old car, but it got 40 miles to the gallon average driving out here when I kept it at 65. Take that to the bank every day. Good little car. I just don't want to push it because it's old. 1999 Dodge Neon. Yeah, it's got 258,000 miles. So I don't want to push too hard. My luck, I'd break in the middle of the desert and I'm screwed. So that's it. I'm going to be done. This has been long, but this has been everything I've done pretty much in a nutshell. All the work, the repairs, the detail, everything I had to do. So thank you so much for watching. Be blessed. Take back Shack. Build it for your sanity. I'm just going to relax. I think I'm going to get me a soda, and then I'll finish the bathroom and start cleaning up and packing. Thank you so much. See you next video. I'll let you see out there.